All right. So here's what I've got so far for the drawing, right? Here's the whip. This is the Dragon Age character, and there's a couple of things that I've gotten some feedback on, because something about this was being weird to me. I couldn't figure out what it was. There's multiple things for multiple people that I gotta test out and try fixing. And once we get the ball rolling, it'll be a little more chill right now. Okay, so I need so do I have references? I don't have any of the references that I have pulled up in CSP, but I'll give you guys the reference of what the fuck I'm drawing in terms of like the armor and shit. Let me find, because this armor is just fucking whack. Excuse me. Let me grab this. Okay, can I copy paste this? There we go. Okay. So this is the armor. This isn't Dragon Age 2. This is like the best warrior armor you can have, and it's also technically Hawke's like signature armor, the one that they put Hawke in trailers and all that jazz. This is like the warrior armor version, which is what my character is. You really think about doing the coffee one? Probably once you have the energy and can confirm the subscription is still up or not, you'll do that. You don't have to subscribe to coffee. Oh, right, for the map bit. I guess you have to have a subscription for like a website for maps. Ooh. Oh, that's nice. No, I like the colors on that. And the placement of like the homesteads and stuff. Oh, there's animals. Oh, that's great. And there's like a skeleton of a dragon. That's so cool. You know, you probably could, you don't need it, but it had a lot of varieties. Yeah, no, I got you. I think there's like a bunch of like free things and stuff like available. I guess it kind of depends on like the style that you're going for. But yeah, no, I totally get wanting to have like the variety of things available to you. I think wait. I do like the different styles that it has. Like one is like the painterly kind of style. The other ones are a little bit more like not quite, they're not pixel art, but like different kind of game style textures. And the other first map one has like very I don't know what kind of style that is, but it's very simplistic in terms of like what textures it has. It's very soft. No, but I like that. That's cool. Yeah, no, you could definitely see if that is a thing. I wonder, I'm sure you could probably find some like free game assets and stuff that are like around. You could probably use some of those that are in existence, or like keep an eye on Humble Bundle, because I know a lot of the time Humble Bundle does, like every now and then, gets like game asset packs, and you can spend like what, $30 on like a massive game assets bundle. I've done that twice. Am I gonna make a game right now? No, but it's absolutely amazing. You never checked its softwares? Usually it was Unity, but actually let me look at the assets that, like what kind of things there are, because just because you can, like it says it's for Unity doesn't mean you can't open those file types in other kinds of programs. So you could probably use it for other stuff. Hang on, let me see. Okay, game assets to art, because I have two game asset bundles, and they both had like actual game assets like tile sets and everything, and then also it had audio, which I've used in at least 1 or 2 game jams that I was part of. Maybe it was the one. I don't remember anymore. But let's see. Clean City game assets, Windows. That's Windows. Let me see. Just Fort tile assets. Let me just look in here. What is the? Oh, shut up. Icon. Yeah, they're just like PNGs. So theoretically, you could use them in like, sure, you can use it in like a game engine, but if you can do it in Unity, you could do it in Unreal as like 2D stuff, or you can use you can just Photoshop it and copy paste and just build it on your own. You had a BattleTech one months ago, and oh boy, that made my month. Yeah. So I love having these as like referencey things. I've never actually had the excuse to use the art stuff. But one day, but I have used the actual audio stuff multiple times before, actually. I've actually used some of it in videos before, I think. Where I just grabbed some of like the music, like the stingers, I think. Or at the very least, I looked at them for options anyhow. Gives me ideas and you will need to write them down so you remember. Yes, write it down, write it down, write it down. But yeah, that's my recommendation. You can like slowly tick up some ideas. If your subscription hasn't run out yet, you can at the very least maybe see if on whatever website thing you have has like free, quote unquote, if you're a subscriber, resources to download to do stuff like offline or something. I don't think they would, because they would have a subscription model and people would just like subscribe, grab stuff for free and then dip. But I don't know. But I think if you can't afford like a whole subscription to continually do the thing, definitely look at Humble Bundle and wait to see if there's like an asset pack that does just any kind of game art style, honestly. Because I've got like 200. This thing says 2D hand painted dungeon. Can you go away? Hang on. Let me just. I'm gonna extract. Is it painted? Okay. Oh, I want the grassland one. Okay, let me just extract these files so I can just look at these real quick. And as far as I can tell, with these ones, like these are, these were like free to be able to use in things. So like free assets on GDM, it's like that you would obviously have to see what the game packs rules for use are, if they're free for all usages, or if there's like a certain like licensing, not like licensing, but like requirement for what you're allowed to use it for, kind of thing. Game dev market. So you can probably look at game dev market or something. It says game resources on like this PDF thing. So you can probably look at, they probably have free packs somewhere. Yeah. So you gotta check the licensing usages for stuff like that. Oh my god, go away. Popping up of things. So let me look at these actually. By 128 to 128. Yeah, so like some of these are like the ones that I have right here are like pixel arty. But they're really nice looking. Like, oh my god. So tech, like they might not be the style that you'd want, but it's just like, this is what I had grabbed and whatnot. Like, this is an asset pack, man. It's just whatever. Did that say Souls? 7 Souls RPG graphics, icon, sprites, and UI pack. Keep jumping to different websites to bookmark them and get blinded by the light. I really appreciate that. Yeah, no worries. Absolutely. I will 100% see if I could, like, you know, brainstorm ideas to help you, like, do some fun generating of things to help you out with like extra funds and stuff, because you've been having such a rough time of it lately. Like, goddamn. Like, something's gotta go positive in your direction. And if you want more ideas and stuff, let me know. I'll see if I can find some shit. Oh, some of these are RPG Maker, by the way. just heads up. I just looked at the one of these files and it's like RPG Maker. Just remembered you were showing a really cool 2D map making tool once that you could get for cheap. Ooh, nice. Yeah, like some of the like RPG game packs and stuff, they will have a severe variety of styles, so you just kind of have to be careful of, like, I guess, mixing and matching too much with the different styles. But as long as they have enough of the style that you want to use, then you should be fine. Cool 2D map making tool. I mean, technically speaking, you could make your own stuff just like in Photoshop. That's like with brushes and things like that, and that's a little bit more hard. Technically, you can do it in Unity. They're like with pixel art, but again, that kind of depends on like the style that you're interested in making your maps and stuff. Is contact your no, Buzz, you can probably find. You could literally find it. You know what? Hang on, I'll Google it for you. I will find it. 2D map making tool. I actually think if I go on my Tumblr, I probably found one. Hang on. Let me look at my Tumblr, because I know I've reposted RPG map making things at some point. RPG maps. New maps are on Roll20. For the 50% off the marketplace sales are donated. Okay, well that's something different. Okay, that's just somebody else's stuff making the maps. That is not helping me. That's just somebody posting that they make maps. Did you find it? What was it? Dungeon Draft. No, that's not it. Dungeon Draft? Canvas of Kings. Let me just look that up. What is this? Oh, it's on Steam. Turn the mute. Oh. Nice. Interesting. Oh, it's got lighting and everything? Does it have textures? Okay, it doesn't really have too many textures, but it's got seasons. That's neat. I don't see that often. Can you color those, or is that kind of it? It's just like black and white. Once you can dump $20 for it. Hang on, I want to look. I want to look at it. Let me. Is there what was the other one? What is Dungeon Draft? Once you get into custom assets, hang on, I'm looking things up. Foundry VT and things like that. Hey, Betsy, we're actually looking. I'm looking up custom map D&D map making things because that's what we're talking about with Silver. The lack of color is making you go because it's like 90% certain you can find something similar on itch.io. Yeah, you probably. That's what I'm looking at, like on this here. Check out Forgotten Adventures, Tom Carthos, and cartographyassets.com. A lot of free asset packs. I've even think on on Photoshop. Or not Photoshop, Clip Studio Paint. I've got like map brushes. Actually, no, literally, I can just show you. I have this open. I am not sick at all and forget that I can just show this. Hang on. I literally have cartography, like, things. They're very minimalistic, but I still have them. Look, I got mountains. I got mountain brushes. It's not the kind of maps that you would probably want. I mean, it might be like the first kind of map that you have there, where you got, like, you know, the geographic ones, like the big pulled out maps. Oops, hang on. There, hold. There you go. Whoa, these are very minimal, like a little tiny like trees. The time lapse on this thing is gonna go nuts. Hang on. Let me just open up a new page to fuck around in here. If you have Clip Studio Paint, I could give you the link to where to find whatever the frick this cartography pack is, but that requires you having Clip Studio Paint. Let's see here. Cartography assets. Let's look up map making, all assets. You know what? I'm just gonna go with free. You don't have Clip Studio Paint. No. No, that does not work. Okay. Silver, I'm gonna send you this link right here. I don't know what program it uses, but I found a bajillion free asset packs for cartography assets. Probably should, but like many things, yeah, no, that's understandable. Let's see, what else do we got with this thing? What the fuck is Dungeon Draft? What is this? Okay, alright. Okay, how do you, what is, I'm gonna play this video, but I'm gonna mute this. Okay, that's pretty good. I'm just gonna send this as well. Getting linked before hearing you say this would be. Stream delay. Let me just put my drawing back on here. This one actually looks pretty freaking cool, like the Dungeon Draft one. Unintimidating UI, clean, blah, 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 blah. You just need that, 4 gigs of RAM. Import, export to Dungeon, okay. You can export this stuff. How much is it? Okay, it's like 20 bucks. That's not too bad. What else? The hell is this one? That it can do a lot of things, not everything. It has limitations, but it says it's a starting point. Default assets look cartoony looking, while Dungeon Draft default still look nice and have some feel to them. Forgotten Adventures. Asset packs more realistic and feel to them. A tool that can make maps a more realism-based feel, but even there, not gonna, okay. And then there's Forgotten Adventures. But checking my programs on my PC, just realized you have Pokemon Essentials the whole time. What even is that? Let's see. Where is the word free? That's not what I wanted. Map making. Sick. Look at that. For the free price. Where does this get made? I don't know. Let's look at what is that? Drow dwellings? You know what? Let's look at dungeon decor. What does that look like? What is this used on? Is there a specific? Hang on, where's the tile assets? Okay, so this is wilderness. Okay. What is it on? Tutorials. See, oh, okay, so this is Clip Studio Paint Mac making guides. FA style guide? Okay, forget adventure style guide. Okay, so this, they use CSP on it, but that doesn't mean that you can't use a different program. Let's see. What is Tom Cartos? I'm just looking at this Reddit post and just copy pasting things. Okay, what are you? TTRPGs, fantasy map gallery, modern map gallery. Okay, let's see what the free TTR. Oh shit! Look at this. It says there. Okay, let me. I'm just sending it to you anyway. I'm gonna look at the fantasy map gallery. Okay, let's see. Frontier Town battle maps. Okay. Download complete. Okay, so these ones I don't know if they're okay. That's combined. These are all okay. These are like sets that are already kind of existing, but that doesn't mean if you can't click one of these, you have to do that. Okay, so they're like different chunks. Yeah, I have no idea how this works. I'm just sending it to you anyway. It looks like Forgotten Adventures is like pretty interesting. Preview pages to give me inspiration from basic maps you can make. Yes, inspiration. People are saying Wonder Draft is map making software for the same developer. What is this? Wonder Draft, hey? Interesting. How much is it? Okay, it's still like 30 bucks. Okay. Where's the list of stuff? Do I have visuals? Ah! Getting fucking jump scared. Okay, these are like definitely classic, like out of the like spaced out like maps, like world maps kind of thing. You probably do it in packs, generic caves 1, interior 2, that sort of thing. Yeah, I don't know, however you want to like combine them. I would still like maybe pick one that kind of does most things so you can keep with the style guides maybe. That's just my thoughts on like trying to be consistent on like style wise, because obviously grabbing a bunch of different packs are gonna have different art styles. Might be a little hard to control that if you're only focusing on the free packs, but hey, it's what it is. Let's see. Original Dungeon Painter Studio. What is Dungeon Painter Studio? Dungeon Painter Studio. Let's look. Let's look at you. Oh, that's neat. Oh, that's okay. The outside maps is kind of a little bit funky, but yeah, that's fine. Not the worst. A little weird. You have to figure out a business model. I wouldn't say a business model, but I would say like a style guide or something. Not like a style guide, but you know. In terms of like what kind of details it has. Like pixel art, if you're doing like, you know, a classic art pixel RPG kind of game, or if it's gonna be like a little bit more on the slightly realistic, like how many pixels you want. Like I guess it's the difference of, are you gonna make like a Stardew Valley map? Are you gonna make a map kind of a little bit more with more detail, where like Graveyard Keeper, which is still pixel art, but it has a lot more detail in the pixel art because there's a lot more pixels in it? Or are you gonna go with like it's like more painterly drawn kind of thing? Dungeon Draft, Arcan Forge Masters 2. Okay, what is this one? What is this one? What are you? Oh no, that's gonna have volume. Just no volume. Thank you. Okay, cool. Great. Oh. That's fun. What is this? Okay. I'm just gonna send you this one. This one looks... It has both fantasy and sci-fi on it. And it's got, like, dynamic lighting? This is crazy. Essential for online player system rules and automation. Okay. And it has a free trial, so if you wanted to try it out, you could, and then see if that's something that you wanted to use. And, like, pay for, because it says it has, like, a one-time purchase. Excuse me. And then, oof, that's a steep, big ultimate bundle. Where the other, like, fantasy and sci-fi starters are both, like, 35 bucks each. The ultimate bundle with over 32 gigabytes of mapping and audio content is fucking crazy. That is a lot. So this one might be, like, a little too fancy. It's gonna be real. It might be a little too crazy, but it's cool as shit. Where's, hang on, no, it wasn't this one. Where's the other ones? Probable train dungeon scrawl. Oh, that's cute. It's not, like, great. It's just normal dungeony things, but it's very basic, this one. It's not, there's nothing fancy in here, but, you know, it would basically be like, would you like to make a Pokemon Mystery Dungeon map? Here you go. Only Pokemon Mystery Dungeon map. Yeah, so I'm looking at this particular, like, Reddit post, and one person said, like, Clip Studio Paint and Forgotten Adventures assets, textures, and brushes, which I think is probably, like, a good point, because CSP you could use for a lot of things, not just the map making. Sorry, that's an idea. That's an idea. You're welcome. I am glad that this is proven useful of a time. Yeah, I still think that the, hang on, what is this? I just want to see. Can I grab Builder's Pack? Let me grab, what is this? Dungeon Draft Integration 3.03 free. What the fuck does that mean? Integration is made for Dungeon Draft standalone map making software. Okay, that's a standalone. I don't want that. Wilderness? Let me look at this Wilderness pack. It's some rocks. Complete oh my god. Complete map making pack. Assets, tiles, textures, everything. Live gallery, browse, search, and preview. Can I look? Map making assets. Terrain. Paths? Snowy paths. Okay, interesting. Yeah. You think you thought so too hard? Oh no. No, don't hurt yourself. Honestly, I think, like, Clip Studio Paint plus Forgotten Adventures is probably, like, in the long run, a really good idea. It might not be, like, a whole ass program with things, but it's a good start. And then if you wanted to do like spaced out maps, you could certainly probably find more programs. I do like Wonder Draft for like the world map things. It's even got like the hexagon tile overlay you could use. Like it'll look like Settlers of Catan kind of thing, or you know, Civilization, whatever. Like I like that for this one right here. Like is really good looks and style for the generic world map. Although Arkenforge looks fucking sick for like very animated maps that people would use for like content creation and like streams, and it's very active. But that would be something that I think you would probably work towards if you really wanted. I mean, you could also play with it in the free trial and just have fun. Yeah. What is this one? Dungeon Draft? Yeah, did I send you Dungeon Draft as an example? Yes, I did. Okay. The front of your head is pulsing, so you have to head out for the night. Thank you, Sci-Fi. Once again, I am combing all of this so you can see what you can do. Yes! You know, the links are all in, like, our messages and stuff, so you can absolutely go back and see what I sent you. You can also, I guess, look at the stream, but it's easier probably just to look at DMs. Get an extra capital, be incredible, and give me a bit of breathing room. Yeah, and then also, I guess, like, you have a bit of a creative outlet as well while you're at it, as like a bonus. So, yeah. Have fun! And I hope you feel better soon. Just gonna delete those two folders that I unpacked. Yeah. Alright, good night! I'm gonna get back to my drawing. I'm glad that I helped. Go back over here. Hang on, I'm gonna mute for a sec. I'm gonna cough. Okay, well that wasn't as much as I thought it would be. Okay. Now, let me see here. I need to... There was multiple things that I needed to fix. So first one I was gonna do... Before we got into talking about map making and all that jazz, which was really fun. I do enjoy maps. Let me see. Okay, so... I need to hide the torso real quick. I can't see shit. Okay, so this arm needs to be smaller because, first of all, it's too big for where it's at. Perspective-wise, and it's throwing me off. Okay. I'm gonna make this smaller overall. Okay. Hopefully that works. Yes, apply transformation. Apply transformation. Thank you. And then I think I need to make this maybe a little bit stretched up, maybe. I think that works. Let's see. Okay, and then the elbow is a little too far away. Excuse me. Like this needs to move a bit. I think maybe the shoulder needs to move in general. Like all of this. We're gonna be smashing some stuff around. Okay, let me try doing this. Okay, and then, oops. Grab this elbow. Scooch it. And then... What else? What else did we do to that thing? Where was it? Okay. Scooch. Elbow. Shortened. Elbow, enlarge the wrist. Okay. Let me scooch that. I hope everyone's doing good. I know we went on like a really big tangent about maps. I hope everyone's doing alright. We're just gonna chill now. Does this work? Okay, hang on. Be right back. I need to blow my nose. I'm getting a little sniffly. Okay, I think I'm good now. Okie dokie, let's see. I'm gonna scooch. Because this armor is just really kind of annoying. In terms of, like, what's happening here. It was just so hard to, like, figure out what the fuck to do with it. Because of the way that it is in Dragon Age, I'm like, it makes no sense. It's hard to figure out what angle it's at. Okay, does this work? I don't know if it does. Oh. Okay, that one's smaller. I've moved the shoulder over a bit. So if I bring this torso back, let me fix some of this here. Okay, so shoulder, maybe I'll move the arm back a little bit more. Because if you know what, I'm gonna hide the torso, bring back the sketch layer, bring you back, hide this, and the coloring behind here. There we go. Okay. And there was a reason why I did that. Grab this. The elbow is foreshortened. Just a little bit, like, away. Just slightly annoying. I think that's just because like the person's arm that I use the reference as a body arm is freaking long. Let me try do this. Hang on, how about use your hand to your face? Okay, that your hand to your face is about face size, which is a thing. Okay. Maybe I just need to move you further down to make more sense out of this. Is that gonna help me at all? Maybe. Because your arm, your elbow is like, your shoulder is kind of like there, but then the pauldron is here. And then I do want the torso back so I can do some other shenanigans. Let's see if I can't get... hide the arms. Let me try and get the torso. 'Cause I tried to stretch it up. Yes, here's the other thing is I feel like it's too short. If I try and stretch you upwards, and then also the other issue was because she was like kind of bent over, and it wasn't like matching. This might help. Not sure. Okay, and then the arms. This might work. Here's your freaking hair. Stretch you up a bit. Because your body is right there. Now let me put the colors back on just to separate some shit. Do 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 do. Okay, bring the head. Okay, maybe move that. Just enough. Okay. I can't tell anymore. Is your head too small now? What's happening? I think the head's a little too small. Okay, you're definitely gonna have to hide some shit. Nope, your head's still too big. I think you just need to raise it up. Just, it's hard because you don't have a neck. I think it's hard to pinpoint that because, yeah, there's just no neck existent anywhere in here. I just did the did the head separately. Fuck. Okay, where's your fucking... Da, da. Here was somewhere. Do you have an ear anymore? Yeah, it's kind of hidden. Do, 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 do. Yeah, that's where your neck is going. Did I fix it? I don't know if I did. This is too much of a mess for me to tell. Okay, and then... I think I might have fixed it. The arm maybe not yet. Let me see, let me turn my torso off real quick. No, maybe the arms. And the sketch. off. This might be okay. So the torso kind of feels better. No, definitely the elbow is a little bit too much. Okay, hang on. I gotta fix this again. The arms are not working. Okay, so this is too low. Now, oops, too far. Okay, wait, I need to actually see what the fuck I'm doing. Hide you, bring the arms back. Okay. Okay, too far down. Raise the arm up. Pull that back a little. I'm gonna squish the arm. These are too... I think I fixed it. I think we're good. This looks better. I don't know anymore. I'm gonna scooch the elbow maybe a little more. Okay, I did not want to make that bigger actually. That was dumb. I think I just wanted to scooch that over. Rotate it a tad. Okay. So if I... Look at this. So this is the elbow, and then technically the... Alright, elbow should be middle of hip, or should land here if she lowers it. So if I take the arm... I'm gonna scooch it up and back. That maybe? I think that should help. Yeah, that looks probably better. And then back to moving the elbow again. Just a slight bit. Alright. Okay, I think... Okay, what if I squish this over? Squish you over. Okay. Squish this over. I shouldn't have combined the arms. That was a mistake. Okay. Let's see. Can I do this? Is that a thing that I can do that makes it less dumb looking? I think so. I think that helps. How it goes? It's going alright. I'm just trying to fix the proportions on here. Whoa, that's not what I wanted. Mostly chill stream. Because I'm still kind of sick, so if I do talk too much, my voice starts dying. And I need to finish this by Thursday. Woo! Figure even though I'm still kind of sick, I can just still stream and do a chill art stream, because I gotta do it anyway. Okay, I think this feels better. Because your center of gravity's here, so this is fine. One of the things that was suggested was scooching the leg a little. But I think I'm gonna leave it because of center of gravity. I think that was all that I needed to fix. Sort of. Is the universe just thinking some sort of stomach fucky thing? And like, it was just like, it automatic got you for fucky thing. Oh no! Acid reflux unless, oh god. No, that's awful. No, I just have a cold. It like started as my throat. No, I just had a cold. Started as my throat, and then like Wednesday went into my sinuses, and I've been like stuffy. I was out cold. I was out with Thursday. And then Friday I just took it a lot more easier, but like woof. Bad amount of sleep was not happening. No, I just had just normal cold. It wasn't like the worst cold I'd ever had, but it was still not fun. It was still very sinusy. Okay, let me see. Is there any? I don't think there was anything else I can. Anyone else gave me feedback on to fix this in particular. Stretching the torso a tiny bit. Yeah, okay, did that. Thin the form of the back arm. I think I did that. I think we're good. This is just a little fucky though now. I think I fixed it. I don't know, this feels weird. Well, no, it should be fine now. Okay. Let me try and clean this up a little bit so we can see if this works. Just even the upper body, just to find out. So let's. Whoa, not that one. All right. And what is that? Okay, that's whatever that is. That's the extra shit. Let me bring this up with. Where's the body? Where'd you go? Legs? I'll add that to legs. Or, you know what, I'll leave that there. And it's going on top of torso. Okay. I'm gonna leave that alone. I'm going to make the torso and the arms lighter, and then we're gonna draw on top. This one looks like an empty layer. Oh, wrong one. This one looks empty. Yeah. I should name that whip. Alright. Let's draw on top of this, and see if I fixed it. Just started watching the new Shogun show. Is good show. I have no idea what that is. Not a clue. Oh, I'm gonna hide. Ah! Hide the head just a tiny bit so I can see things. Okay. Let's see about this one. And then try that. See if this works. Okay, good enough. I'll figure that out later. In terms of, like, stuff. Okay, there's you, then there's the elbow. And then there was, I think, supposed to be a bit of that there, and then this. Try and do this. A little bit of that. It'll be a little bit thicker right now, just because I'm using a bigger brush for this nonsense. Until I can make sure that my arm isn't like the worst proportions ever. Okay. Do. And then okay, those are those claws. I can probably make this smaller. Okay, so this is. Oh wait, I'll just leave it at 10. 1600 Japan, samurai civil war with Englishmen and Portuguese thrown in for good measure. A lot of it was filmed in Port Moody, using some found drone footage to compare the set to the show's scenes. Oh, interesting. So it's live action then. I would have thought that it would be not live action for some reason. I think my brain just kind of went, Shogun? It sounds like an anime. Let's see if I can't do this bit. Okay, that's the elbow. Okay, I'm gonna make this smaller. It's too small. Hang on. Messed up the thumb. Okay. Enough, and then one, two, three, four. Okay, we're good. I can't see anything. This is just for me to be able to see if I fucked up the whole top part. This we'd probably... What would I see there? That's the question. I would probably end up seeing just like the pauldrons. I didn't even see this nonsense. Right? Yeah, I'll probably just see this thing. That's probably it. Oh, this is like full-on production? Alright, that sounds crazy. Let me... Okay, so this is here. Just gonna do this. I think I changed where stuff was located. You know, this definitely has to be... And then you have this bit here that comes out. And then you go... That... like this. And it comes up, whoops. Up. And then that, do this. That's this position. Excuse me. Ship built like a partial village, some castle walls, and a ship, plus half of a ship to film. Jesus Christ. That's a crazy budget. Let me grab this. This is not going to be the final. I just need to make sure. Okay, and then maybe we raise this up a little. Okay. This would go on top of that. Okay. Let me hide... No, I'm gonna keep going with this. Let's see. This has... Excuse me, I need a drink of water. Okay. He did walk here. Okay. Do-do-do. Ah! Okay, well, pretend that works. Let's turn off the old arms and the old torso. And we'll see if this works. The legs are still gonna be whatever. I'll hide those a little bit. Okay, is the hands fine? They're a little sketchier than I would like. I can't even see that shit. I'll fix it later. Okay, face and hair. I think that's better now? It still feels off. Is it the head? Where's the head color? Like 2 seconds. Oh, except you're behind that, so it's not gonna matter. Okay. Then it's throwing me off. Just because it was in the wrong spot? No. Maybe it's just because it was at a wrong angle. That feels a little better. Angle-wise. I think. And where's the... rid of that. Where's the sketch layer again? The reason why I had it like that is because then I can get a clearer silhouette. Maybe it's just because I had it too far. Maybe that's what I need. Yeah, that's why I didn't have the neck. Because the neck would have been... right there anyway. Not that this one's gonna matter. Let me put the face and the face color just above that so I can see it. Let me see. Delete all the extra nonsense just to clean it up a little. Oops. Yeah, no, that would work. And this is just a nonsense layer, I guess. Okay. This. Let me just color this in so we can see what's actually the neck. I'm gonna grab this, I think, just so that I can make everything else a bit colored in. Something is still throwing me off. What did I do? Is it the head? Is the head too big again? What did I fuck up? What did I do? What have I done? Why does this feel weird? This fucking perspective just drives me insane. Maybe it's that. Maybe that's all I needed to do just now. I don't know. It feels so fucking weird. That could be crazy. Da, da, da. Can I do this? Let's see. And then if I do put legs back on, dress back on, I'm gonna put the rest of where's this thing? Okay, did I fix it? Is it fixed now? If I go to face and hair and I put a neck on her, is that gonna help anybody? I think that does. Maybe her neck is too long now. I don't know. No. I think I fixed it. I don't know. I need a second to put it in. Hang on. The head and neck seems a bit undefined from the chest and arms. It's only beginning though, so depth layer may help me. Thanks. No, that's the thing. Is like, okay. If I take out the head. Let's see if fixing the face. If I take out the face, maybe. Give me a minute. This is why things are driving me nuts. Okay. Here's the thing. That might be what this is. The front arm, the chest angle combined together a bit too much. Solid mass throwing you off a bit. Yeah, I know it's not the face. The face is, I think, fine in the angle that it's at. Elbow on the front arm and the chest angle. Yeah, because here's the thing, like, okay, let me show the process of this fucking nonsense. So, I'm gonna leave the face and head there, because that's just what is here. The hide, what, I don't know what the fuck that is. Torso, legs, axe base, oops, where's the arms? Okay. These are the arms, these were the arms, previously. We've adjusted the arms already again. And then this is the sketch plus this is the reference that I've adjusted from it. So I think there's just like a combination of like, hang on, let me get rid of axe a bit. Okay, I'm gonna keep that. Get rid of you. Let me get rid of arms. Keep the sketch. So this was like the base sketch or whatever. I've moved the face a bit. I wanted to change things up for clearer silhouette, but I think I must have fucked something up in the midst of doing that. Because obviously her chest is facing way more like this way. It's a lot more profile. And I think I adjusted it to be a little bit more 3/4 in comparison, so there's a little bit more this way because I wanted to have the axe to be swung a little bit more. And I moved the arm, yeah, swung it a little bit more so that I could get a clearer silhouette from both the arms and the axe, because hers is I've found out she's not holding this technically correctly, or the hand is actually on a massive axe like that, the hand is actually going to be like on the palm, or on the pommel, for like being able to like have more control and all that shit. But also like half of the axe, or not half of the axe, like part of the axe is hidden behind her head. So I wanted to try and like adjust it a bit. I think I kept like she's got her balance like on this leg, and I've kind of kept that there. And in the midst of it all, I've scooched, I think, because like her shoulder is like here and the shoulder's there, so it's pretty parallel. Again, like her whole body is this way, and then like her body's twisted there, and I kind of just like untwisted it. So I think maybe my mistake was untwisting it, but again, I untwisted it because of the fact that I knew the armor that I was using, the fucking Dragon Age armor, had massive fucking pauldrons, and that shit is gonna cover up half the face, so I wanted to like drop the shoulders a little, and see, and like sort of maybe I like kind of rotated the body a little bit. Perspective, I think, fucked me over. I started doing this yesterday, so like this was the progress that I've had since like all of yesterday. So this is what I ended up having, and then I've adjusted. I've adjusted the I did the armor and stuff. We've adjusted the arms and shit since the original time that we did this. If I can fucking find. That's you. That's the face. There we go. So I'm thinking maybe it's just because I've not... I think I might... Because I don't want to have to redo it. Because I like the way that the arms are holding the staff. But I do think my torso is kind of just fucked up a bit. So, trying to figure out how to best fix this. Yeah. Give me a second. I'm gonna go confer. Let me just get an opinion. And then not only that, but like when I was done originally, my torso felt like it was too short. The arms felt a little funky compared to the head. The head seemed either too big or too small. I couldn't figure out what was going on with it. And like the back arm wasn't helping any matters. The elbow was too long. Like the arm was decidedly way too long. So I have now shortened the arm. I've raised it up so that the shoulder, like the pauldrons, are now up here. Which makes a little bit more sense for the arms to be up there. So now the torso feels a little bit better, but I still feel like something is off. So I'm not sure what it is. Like, obviously this girl's arms are long as shit, so that's what didn't help matters any worse. Like, she's not wearing any armor, which would help, but like I wanted to scooch, like I wanted to basically rotate this girl's body, just like upper torso, just a little bit, so that the shoulder was a bit further back, and like the swing was a little bit more in progress, as you can see. And it's just, something's happened. Something's happened here and I don't know what it did. I'm just gonna scooch this back. Move you back there. Scooch sketches there. I'm gonna hide that again. Okay, if I leave legs, and wherever the fuck that is, I'm going to... we're gonna leave torso there for now. I'm gonna save this as, because I've done some shit to it, and I need to make sure that if I don't like what I've done to this, I can go back. I'm gonna incrementally save. Okay, I need to see if people are around to help. This is better. Something's fucked up. I feel like I might need to just restart the torso. As much as I would hate to do that, I think I need to, because I don't think this is working. I'm gonna be real. We're just gonna have to go back to the sketch layer, because none of this is functioning the way that I want it to. Yeah, I don't fucking know anymore. Something's fucked up. I'm gonna have to do something. I don't know anymore. Okay, let me get rid of the face and the hair for now. I'm gonna try doing another sketch layer, and this time... Okay. Your elbow's here, your elbow's here. Hide whatever... Oh, nope, keep that there. Gonna hide those. Because I ultimately think... Okay, try and do something about this. Because you're gonna be leaning a little bit forwards. Try something different. Hold. And fix this nonsense. Yeah, because something's up with this. Oh, wait, hang on. I need to put this back in space. Just a bit further here. More 3D space. Oh my god. Try this. Fuck. Perspective, kill me. Okay. Try doing the basic ass shit right here. Form drawing, let's go. Back this way. Back this way. This is you. That is this. Try this nonsense. Just like a quick busy in the center is hard to make sense of. Yeah. There's a further of the wind up. And it is like further in the wind up. Well, technically speaking, well, maybe. Yeah, this figure is not gonna work because it's not. There's. Hang on. What if I try doing this? No, it'd be. That's the shoulder, that's also the shoulder. That, because the leg is fine, the legs are good. The thing is... Fuck. I don't know what's happening. The lean is throwing me off. What if I raise the arm more? No, that's not gonna work. That's too small. What the fuck are you? What the fuck? I'm losing my mind. This would be the correct wind up. Okay, let's see. Okay. Because most of the things is going to solid, very solid. Okay. Hang on. Shoot. Alright, hang on. Okay, give me a minute. Let's see, cause you'd have to lower, I'd have to lower the elbows to not make the middle busy. Cause I think that's definitely a problem. Fuck. I don't know what the fuck that is. Get out of here. Okay. Right, that's what that was. That was the neck. It's fine. Grr. Keep that there. I'll scooch it if I need to. Alright. Let me see, because this is the elbow, this is the shoulder. You're supposed to go here, so we're just gonna try and go like this. And then foreshortening. Your arm is gonna go like that. Like this. Is that right? Doo-doo-doo. Try some of the red lines. Okay. I will try. I'm just gonna try and redo the thing here and then I'll figure it out. Once I get the actual thing back. Okay, and then you go over there. I don't know if this is working. How to explain the mouse in a screen capture tool? It's not awful. It's wiggles. Wait, stretch. Because that's how long the arms were before. Fuck. There we go. Maybe this'll do. Then this is the hips. Okay, hang on. Okay, hang on. What am I It's going back. It's going back. Oh, hold. Okay, hang on. I'm just confusing myself. Holding on. Let me try. Where did my thing go? Please don't tell me I saved after I did the thing, because that would be annoying and sad. Okay, did I do this? I don't think I fixed anything while we were here. No, I did. I already fixed things here, I think. Fuck. Fuck my life. Alright, hang on. Never mind. Okay. Back to this bullshit. Alright? Back to this goddamn nonsense. Let me... Where did this go? Alright, you. Actually, no. That was not that one. Okay. Oh, fucking hell. Let's see. Okay, so, stretch the arms back out again. Okay, so stretch the arms back out. Oh, yeah, no, it's just a lot. It's a lot right here. I understand. I don't... I tried. Fuck. Okay, let's try this. Lower that down to here, I guess. Stretch it out that way. Or at least keep it here. Hang on. Okay, do this. We're gonna separate these fucking arms. I'm pissed off at them and their existence in the same universe. Die. This is now, what is this, right arm? This is now left arm. This is why I don't combine things. I don't know why I bothered combining things before. That was my fault. Okay, let's see. Let's try this again. Let's take the elbow and stretch it back out again, like it was before. Okay. And then let me stretch you out more, but then I think we want to bend the elbow, bend this up just a bit. Okay, and then we're gonna take this nonsense. I'm gonna rotate you down. Put you this way. Okay, and then taking the right arm, and then we're going to take you, and we're just gonna rotate down. I think this works. Okay, and then you're just here. This poor elbow is just catching all of the nonsense. Okay. Okay, you go there, I guess, now. Okay, let me bring the face back. I don't think the face is helping. I think the face is helping anyone. Okay, well, what the oh, right, that's why. Okay. Okay, let me try... Where did... Where's everyone? Where'd I put you? Over here. Okay, let me get rid of the sketch again. I don't know, like this. Go over, let me take... Okay, this, I'm gonna put these in a fucking folder. Full axe can go here, take the axe, we're gonna rotate it a little bit more. Just so that it's properly in the arms or hands. Because obviously none of this is working. Okay, you need this to swing more this way. Okay. I think that works better. Okay, let me try redrawing this nonsense. Oh my god. Okay, let me fix all of this, because I've messed it up so badly. Everywhere. Yeah, your arm is weird, man. Your arm is like right over there. And then you have this. You're over there. La 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 la. So then you have like some stuff here, I guess. Da da da. Things. Fuck armor. I hate it. I hate it. It's not gonna matter anyway over here. This part of the chest plate is on the way anyhow. Alright, let me put... Nope, not you. Okay, let's try this again, but this time... Let me scooch this over. Get rid of the arms, I think. Delete this. Delete this nonsense. Out of the way. Okay, now I don't have to draw all this all over again, I can just scooch it. Okay, so we're definitely losing the weird fucking pointy bit. Okay. Okay, you're there. Lose the pointy bit. Let me hide the arms just a tiny bit. I can see things. Okay, do this real quick. Just like real quick and dirty on that one. Yeah. Okay. Get rid of these lines. They aren't needed anymore. And then this. I'd like do that, and then you got the elbow, which is in the way of that. Okay, and then we got whatever moldy bit was there. That. Okay, I'm just gonna go like this. Do 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 do. Actually, there's more. Why? How did that happen to be 4? How did I turn that into 1, 2, 3, 4? There's supposed to be 4 here. I don't know how that happened. I lost a whole ass finger somewhere. Probably the pinky I lost. Okay, I'm just gonna leave that there. Fuck it. The right arm is fine. You just pretend that it's here, okay? I think I fixed it. I don't know anymore. Can I raise that maybe? There we go. Maybe I can do that. There we go. That's probably better. I think that works. I just raise that upwards. Okay. Give me a minute. I'm just gonna... I think I still fucked it up. I think the right arm might be just dumb still. No, it feels better over there. I just need extra feedback because I'm not sure what the fuck is going on with this nonsense anymore. This feels better. Technically, perspective-wise, I guess it makes sense, maybe. I think it feels better just doing that. Why are things difficult? And then I think if I go take this, I can also can do something about this nonsense because I think this is too... It's too high up at this point. There we go. Grab that nonsense. I think it feels better. Kind of hard to tell. I think I need to fix the right arm a little more. Okay, so you are probably where the right arm is, right? Because the neck is here, arm is here, there. And then force perspective. Right, go here, and then it's either that or put the arm back there. Do like that. Don't know. Let me see, where would I put this? Because this is about here. This is this. Maybe... No, this would be lower. Well, that would be there. Maybe lower the right arm? Feels weird. Oop, okay. Okay, if I rotate the arm just a little... Maybe the forearm is just not long enough. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe that's just what I need to fix. You're fine. Elbow is just not stretched far enough back. Ugh, but then it makes it bigger. Shit. Maybe I just hide the hand buff. Maybe I just fucking hide this shit. Maybe I hide it back here. You know what? That actually might work. This might work better. Oh no. Okay, hang on. This might work better. Fuck. What if we just hide it entirely and it's just, yep, there's the hand. No arm, only hand. Moved arm all the way back. I hid the hand. Or I hid the arm. It's behind now. We pretend. Now it's holding up by this bit, which, to be fair, is the correct spot to hold it. Not gonna lie. That is the correct place to be. Perspective hacks, we can't get the arms to work, hide them behind the body, Old Faithful. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, she is like parallel to the camera or the perspective view, and like having the arm over here was not fucking working. So fuck it. We don't bother anymore. We just draw her hand back behind her head, which is annoying because of the silhouette. If I hang on, if I is, let's say I do this, right? Shit. right? I'm gonna color this in like that. We're gonna color in this lovely silhouette. It's fantastic. It's amazing. Let me just do. Also, Booker, I'm leaving the legs because I realized that her balance needs to be centered between these two bits, and this already makes like a triangle, so I'm not scooching the leg. I did everything else though. And then it turns out I couldn't leave the arm up here, and it needed to be elongated because otherwise it was gonna look weird. We have to do the ye old cheat of why arm long? Who care? Okay, and then your arm is here. This is the greatest thing ever. This is awesome. And then like that, and then you have your this silhouette, this right here. It's gorgeous. Which I'm gonna have to change anyhow, somewhat. I mean, it's not the worst. You can definitely tell it's like being held back. Just based on like other context clues, I suppose. Like, I guess the silhouette is about as clean as it's gonna get. I wonder if there's a way. There's actually no way. This is about as... that's it. Nope. I don't think there's gonna be any other way. I think there's just, something's just gonna have to get obscured. Just gonna have to like open it up somehow. Oh, I don't think the arm actually can move that far back. I don't think that's how this works. Uncertain. Oh, don't enable it. I have to like cheat it this way. Put this back. Either that or keep it like right there. Wait, what was that one? Oh, that was the hair. That, or we do the extreme. Hang on, I'm gonna duplicate. There. I'm gonna take this. I'm putting the head back up there. And we're hiding the rest of it. Because fuck it, I guess. Okay, hide arm problem solved. No more arm. Who needs it? To be fair, this would work. I feel like this gives it a stronger stance. Who needs the arms? I certainly do not. Okay, I think that's probably... I think the rest of this, I think this is fixed. So with that in mind, I can go continue on with my life. In terms of the rest of the torso portion, because we're not done. Oh no, we're not done yet. Alright, fuck, I'm gonna have to clean this up tomorrow. This is just a mess. Okay, because of this here... Where's my... Ugh. Thank God. Okay, we've opened the stance. We've fixed the busyness in the torso a little bit by moving the arm. We've moved the other arm out of the fucking way. All right, get rid of. You know, I'm gonna keep that. Delete this. All right, it is time to add some red. So I'm just gonna add this red because this is where the cloth comes in. Whee! So Hawke has a signature scarf thing on his body, and it wraps around because he's got like, yeah, he's got like a thing here. Right, it wraps it around this way. Okay, and then he also has a part that wraps around back. Oh, I need the, where's the back end of this? Okay. Yeah, it wraps around back. Goes all the way back this way. There's like a metal circle back there that like attaches as well. That attaches here, and then there's another one. There's another attachment down here. Sort of. Like, yeah. There's an attachment there. Yeah, there's even a bigger thing back here as well. Like, the pauldrons are attached here. Which is really weird, but okay. And then, yeah, this goes down for like a little pyramid-y thing, like a little pointy bit. Alright, and then you... wrap around. You just wrap around this way, I guess. And then halfway down this way also wraps like that. What the fuck is the back of this thing? Bruh. You have like that. What is with the side of this? Okay, you have what looks like the side of this that comes up underneath. Okay, so this goes up underneath here. This is attached somewhere underneath this nonsense. Maybe it's attached to like this bit. Like that arm. That's what the texture looks stretched that way, so I think that's what that does. And then this is like over here. You're attached underneath here for some reason. Okay, you just go all the way that way. And there's even more that attaches under this. Because this, yeah, this like droops down this way. Then you have more that goes here for some reason. And it wraps up this way. This is like the weirdest thing ever. I don't understand this scarf. I don't think anyone understands this scarf. It doesn't make any actual sense. Where does it come back up? I don't even see the other side of this on any of these perspectives. Like, it's just like a weird lopsided scarfy thing. Great, love that. Cause yeah, it just kind of like wraps around, but like we don't see the other side of it on this end. So like, where's it going? Okay, so maybe. I honestly cannot fucking tell. Cause yeah, this thing like wraps. It's directly under here. So like this thing wraps all the way around here, probably. Goes underneath. This part goes over. And it turns into like a triangle-y bit. Because there's one thing here. This thing here, then there's the actual like tattered bits here that go all the way around. I think that's how that wraps around. Turn to that. And then I guess like maybe this is the part that's wrapping down here to that. Like to there, and then like this isn't even attached to anything. This is, I think this is the pauldrons. Oh, which is, maybe that's not the pauldrons, maybe that's just the chainmail. The fuck is, none of this makes any sense. And yeah, it's, none of this is, it all goes around this chunk. Like this side has like all of these folds on that end. So like, I don't, where do I wrap this up? Where do I bring this up into? Like, I don't see, do I have, I don't think I had like a screenshot. God, I wish I had this armor like actually in the game so I could look around and find the thing, but alas, I do not. I'd probably have to like make a new file and cheat it in so I can actually fucking see it. But like, I don't understand. I could probably fix this like later. I could probably fix like if I wanted to like do accuracy bullshit, but I don't really care that much, so rip. So we're just gonna go like this, and then maybe, is it supposed to wrap around? So if we're gonna wrap you around like this, just do that, I suppose. And then maybe we'll do just a little bit pointier there. And like there, maybe. I feel like it's gonna wrap a little bit more like around that. Is this like almost entirely hiding like all of this? Should probably lower that then. This probably needs to be lower. lower. Well, actually no, because that's supposed to stay like right there. Alright, let me fix. Because if I go there. Let's go there. That way, and then that all the way down. I feel like that's gonna be pulled around this way, so I'm just gonna try. Pretend that maybe like it splits around this way. Maybe that's probably how that works. And that's probably how it goes in that direction. Like that. Hello. Alright. And that is Hawke's red scarf. Let me fix this nonsense. So the outside of this... let me fix this a little bit. Okay, so you have... this. We're gonna pretend that goes right there. And then have a little bit of I'm not sure how that works. Actually, I wouldn't even be able to fly out because it's pinned behind like this stuff. Just color that green. A bright ass green. Okay, so just do these here. These are so noticeable, oh my god. So this is here. Just want to do a few of those, and then you can't even really see it probably. This one though we should be able to see, because it's supposed to be like a metal ring here, and then like stuff coming out this way towards the armor. Let me try and squish this forwards. Okay, and then we'll fix the capey thing in a bit. We can fix the where it's like pinching out and stuff. Okay. Now that we've got like a solid thing here, I can probably start cleaning some of this up. I am going to... Okay, so this is the somewhat clean-ish version. Okay, this is scarf. Okay, I'm gonna apply that layer mask. Apply it. Okay, we're gonna start scooching all the things above. Everything that's relevant goes up. Everything that's not relevant stays at the bottom. Okay. That way. Alright. Probably delete these portions. We don't need you anymore. You're incorrect. Yeah, that's about as good as that's gonna get. Alright. I'd almost be tempted to, like, I'd almost end up seeing the, like, the back, but whatever. Okay, if I take the scarf, I'm gonna do a quick erase on the portions that we don't see as a result of other armors in the way. Just to save me some time. I do need to fix the armor just a bit. See you. See that. Oops. See any of this. You see that though. Okay, we do see a good chunk of it. Which is interesting. I'm definitely gonna need to fix... Where's the legs? I'm gonna bring torso back. His torso is fine. Torso was alright. So let me just bring that back. What was this again? Nope, that was... Okay, this is like... chain. Okay, and this was the clean torso. We're still gonna have to fix the armor, it's garbaged. Just hide that even more, just so that it's still there though. Yeah, we can keep getting rid of that. We can get you. It's the extra arm. This is the actual reference. This is the hand sketch. And that's the head coloring, so we don't need you. Okay. Yeah, that's just the whip. That's okay. Time to make this. Well, hang on. I want to see what does. This is in torso. Did I mess up the? Did I only have three on this? I don't know how I did that. Did I always have that? Hang on. Did I always have... No, I didn't. I messed up somewhere. Somewhere, something got fucked. No, I had 3 on that one. Okay, so I did fuck up that one. It wasn't until after when I redid this one that I remembered that there was, you know, another finger in there somewhere. And I accidentally forgot to put it away. Alright. Time to fix some shit. I'm gonna hide the scarf for now. I can try and focus on making the armor back up to snuff, because right now it's kind of fucky. So I'm just going to armor. I'm a mirror. Okay, so the main blue. I'm gonna make you blue. Just for the sole purpose of differentiating things. I'll take a book out of Booker's book. And remember that I can actually use different colors for shit. Okay. Do this. Okay, and then we're gonna have spikies. Spikies. That. Then there's this. So it's supposed to have that. Of this. That, and then there was supposed to be a bit of how much of, hang on, I need to go find where my initial thing was, because I liked at least that bit of armor that I had back then. Okay, so you are supposed to have a little bit of can't tell. Can't redo. Okay. None of you help. What is this? Okay. So this had that under there. This had an arm. Still need the arm out underneath here. Need it to be a belt here. Or maybe the belt had to be, I thought it'd be a little bit more back. Yeah, it's supposed to be like back here. Erase. Then Doop. And that's probably what's attached to here. Where's the other one? Yeah, okay. Menu. Okay, I did that correctly. That's how that armor goes. And then that's when that connects in there. That's probably where this is gonna have to go. That armor. Do. Make this nicer, and then if this actually turns out to be better, I will just color the line art. Which might just happen anyway. Just so that I can see my frickin' line art. Okay, and then okay, that. Okay, I think I fixed that part of the armor. Where did the scarf go? Alright, here we go. That's where you go. I'm not even sure what the other part of that backside is. What are you? It's like a weird... It's like a weird hook. I'm not drawing that. It's dumb. New arm armor. I think I fixed it. Somewhat. I think I need to fix this. Because this does not have 3D-ness. There we go, that's probably better. There, now there's a little bit of space before that happens. Hang on. Yeah. Come on. That's better, okay. Okay, and then... Okay, good enough on that part. What the? Stop double undoing. Annoying. Okay. This one's probably fine. It will, however, fix it slightly. Good enough, alright. That's the arm armor. Let me do the rest. Oh, wait. Neat. Neat. That doesn't matter, that part. Actually, let me grab the scarf real quick. We'll do a clean scarf layer. Doo-doo-doo. We'll do that. Burp, burp, burp. And if I go this, really pretend at least some of that's coming out. Okay, red scarf complete. I'm gonna make a new. This is scarf. I'll do a new. I'll do blue because that one's the armor one technically. Okay, wait. Or not. Hang on. What if I just... God, that is way too thick. Oh, too much. Too thin. Okay, there, that might be better. Do this. Move you? No, I said move. Okay, that might work. I'm gonna need to scooch this to be smaller. Oh, that's what's happening. Scooch it smaller. Make that rig a little thicker. How big is that supposed to be? That's probably not supposed to be that big. I mean, I guess it's a little big. It's really hard to tell, honestly. This thing is oval. That texture is stretched to hell and back. Let me duplicate the... No, I don't want to duplicate. I wanted to merge, actually. Merge. And then I'm going to do some funky perspectiving. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Perspective! Woo! That fits nicely. Okay, we can get rid of that scarf. This is gonna be real funky. Okay. Okay, this is the scarf ring. Scarf ring. Okay, and then main armor of body. I'm gonna put this back at 8, and we're gonna continue on with our lives, except for the fact that this is over here. Yeah. Hang on, cover that up. Okay, that one's good. We don't need to worry about that anymore. Or that. Or this portion. As much. And I gotta figure out the braiding situation on that one belt right here. This has to go around. Okay, and then I think I'm gonna draw on the the glove up here. hand drawn for that side. Oh, I definitely have to fix whatever's down here, but don't have to do as much if I have to just lower this whole thing down. I'm going to quickly figure out this weird belt situation. Where's the scarf ring? Copy! Come here. How big is that belt? It's about the same. Alright. Excuse me. I'm just going to wait. Yeah. There we go. Maybe not. As this ends up being a little braided bit, plus this white, so, let me try doing, I'll do red again for this. Okay, so this belt goes from here about this portion. Maybe it just goes up. And then the underside of that goes under here. Actually, this scarf ring might need to perspective this way just a bit. Just for the sole purpose of going back here. It's gotta go back that way. Yeah, this belt doesn't make any sense. Alright, and this has to be braided, so this is gonna be annoying. This is this point. There, and then fuck, hang on. Give me a second. Just so I can keep track of the middle a little bit more. There we go, and then you in here. Eee. Now I can see things better. And across the middle. Alright, we're just gonna fudge this. Is approximately this is the exact braiding pattern. I'm just gonna go with it. Does this one? That's about all that's gonna do. Okay, and then the scarf ring. Add this little portion. Eh. That's that. That's a belt. And then this belt. Belt. Buckle. Alright. Back to the blue of the armor. Like this. I take... Actually, I can probably just rotate this here. Just to easily cover this. Because this is supposed to go right about here. There we go. Something like that. Where's the... I don't know what the other one is. Alright, let me delete some of this. And then we gotta figure out this nonsense. What the hell is this? Okay, that's just a pointy bit. Okay. You are just pointy. And you can have these. Little rivets on the sides. Right. Wah. Okay. Shop. Okay. Hang on. Okay, these are whatever the hell leg, like calf. No, this is thigh armor. I'm gonna call that thigh armor. There is also the possibility of seeing more of this belt armor still. So give me a minute. And you're going back here. Oop, maybe not. Don't do. Eh. All right, there we go. And that goes upside down. All the way down this way. And then it was chainmail. I'll do this one too. Because then that is going into the belt, actually. So underneath here, into the belt. There we go, that's chainmail. I think the chainmail gets to have like a little bit of, yeah, a little bit of a border on there. I'll grab it on the other side. Yep. Okay. And now, because this is really high and I don't want to lose too much of that detail, I'm gonna scale all this shit up. All of you. Scale everything. Take it all. I'm gonna scoot you down. We're scaling it up. Let's scroll. Up into the point. We can definitely see that. Again. Not too much. No, I don't want to stretch it. Undo. Select everything. Just want to lower. You know what? I'll do that after. Let me scale you down. I'll just do the armor. Fuck it. We'll scale it up later. Oh, Michael. Normal thigh armor. Okay, and then we're going to leg armor. Hide the thigh armor just a little bit. Interpreter. Okay, and then does this get... No, you don't. Do. And I didn't draw the boots yet, because I don't feel like it. These are like way up high. Am I crazy? I think I put the other one way too fucking high up. Nope. Well, yes, actually. What the frickety frack is happening? Okay, hang on. Okay, you are supposed to be at minimum, like, that right there. Or we just make you smaller. Yeah, I guess that's how we're gonna do that. Right? Because you're supposed to be... above the knee. Because you're lower. You're in fact... Well, hang on. Old telephone. Is the base... Maybe the thigh armor needs to be higher up. Thigh armor's a bit higher now. Okay. Because this is supposed to be the knee. Let's see. Yeah, that's supposed to be above the knee. Like right here. Right there's the tippy top. I guess. And then I can't tell if that's actually knee armor. What are you? Okay, so you are supposed to be knee armor. Looking at it in game. My character model. These are two different res. These are two different resolutions. Okay, well, that's certainly a thing. Alright, let me... It's hard to tell. Okay, so that doesn't have actually any bits on it. Biased. Oh god damn it. What is this armor? What is this? Okay, I think I fixed it. Okay, now... My knee is fucked up. I think the knees need to be here. Two. Eh. No. Weird. And make it sharp enough. So weird. I like it. Eh. Okay, and then... Can't tell if that's actually supposed to be the knee armor. What are you even? Is that just pointy triangle? Well, maybe go find the video again. Alright, well, we got about as much done as I think I'm gonna get done today. My wrist is kind of hurting. And I am sleepy. Might work on this a little bit more, but I think we're probably done with this for now. You will be able to see this lovely, whatever this is finished as, up on the VOD's channel. As whenever the first Dragon Age 2 VOD goes up this week, I might move it to Friday if I can't get this done by Thursday, and might need more time on Thursday. So, if it's not up on Thursday, it's gonna be up on Friday. Yep. That's all I got for you. Let's see, can I send you anywhere? I don't know if I can. And by I don't know if I can, I don't know if my brain is awake enough to do so. You know what? I'm just gonna let you all, I think, scatter into the wind. Yeah. So, go forth, get some rest if you need to, like me. Drink some water, grab a snack, take some meds if you have any that you need to take. This is your meds check right now. And I'll see you guys all on Friday for, not sure what stream. Maybe it'll be another art stream, maybe it'll be Minecraft, maybe it'll be Dragon Age. I'm not sure yet how I'm feeling. We'll find out. But I hope you all have a good rest of your week. And yeah, just go take care of yourselves. Go be good human beings, be kind to one another. Honestly, go be kind to yourself. Do one thing of self-care today. And that's about it. Alright. Good night. Bye-bye. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. Much appreciated.